You're here at camp, the U17, U20 Women's Freestyle Development Camp. Talk about, you just came back from Spain. It was your first senior level international competition. Talk about that experience. How'd that go for you?
I'm not gonna lie, I was really nervous going into it. Never been overseas. Never been in a plane for more than 3 hours. Was away from my family for a long time, so I was honestly really nervous about it. But I'm really glad I went because I got to wrestle a previous Olympic bronze medalist, and then a really good Canadian. I'm not super happy with how my matches ended up, but I'm super happy with all of the stuff that I learned while I was at that competition. Mostly just because international tournaments work a little bit differently than the tournaments that I'm used to wrestling here. And then also we went to a camp afterward, which was a great experience. I had a super fun time, got to work with all these coaches and international athletes that I'd never really worked with before, and I learned so much, and I'm super glad I went.
Yeah. How do you think that experience is going to, help you with your next, obviously the World Championships coming up, your next competition?
Just knowing the ropes a little bit. We're going back to Spain for Worlds, so the plane ride is not going to be an issue. I now know that I should probably pack more food because I didn't pack enough food, and I've just had more opportunities to work with the coaches that I'm going to be working with over in Spain.
Talk about how this camp's going. How's it going for you?
It's going. I got an ear infection last week, late last week. So coming in, I was not feeling good. Stayed off the mat a lot Monday and Tuesday. Yesterday I wrestled one match, and then today I'm back at it, and I'm feeling pretty darn good. So.
So you're committed to go to Iowa this upcoming year. You're from Iowa. Talk about kind of what's it like to stay in state and go to such, obviously that program has made waves just within the past year. Big senior national team members on that team. You're a world team member, Olympian on that team, Kennedy Blades, and then coached by Clarissa Chun. How's that? What are you most looking forward to getting in that room and, getting going with Iowa?
I'm most looking forward to being in a room with a bunch of other young women who are motivated and who are really, really good wrestlers and also really, really good people. That's, in high school, I've always pretty much just been the best girl in the room, so I've never really had a day-to-day, day in, day out push from my teammates, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how much of a jump I can make in my wrestling with the best in the world being in my wrestling room all the time.
So you're from Iowa. Have you always kind of just loved the University of Iowa, or has there been any other schools that you kind of loved, or is it just kind of just you got excited when they started a program and then you were like, this is where I want to go, this is what I want to do?
Yeah, I've lived in Iowa for 13 years now. Moved there before my first grade year, and we've been going to Hawkeye duels, a couple basketball games, Hawkeye stuff all the time since we moved. I've been a Hawkeye fan for as long as I can remember, and I just remember when they announced that Iowa was going to have a women's program, I was so excited. I saw it on Instagram first, I think, or somebody showed me on Instagram, something like that, and I went home and I was just I walked in the house and I gave my mom a big hug and I was like, I can go to Iowa and wrestle now.
What are you most looking forward to at these World Championships in Spain in September?
That's a hard question. Probably just the wrestling. I had 2 international matches the last time we were in Spain. Hopefully I'll have more this time. But I love wrestling, and now I'm moving into a whole nother level, hopefully moving up levels within the next year or two. And just really looking forward to see how much better I can get when I'm there.
What upcoming goals do you have for just the next year, whether it be at U20s or at Iowa or just in the room? What goals do you have?
In the wrestling room, my everyday little goal, I have a little goal every day, and that's to be the best version of myself at that day. If I'm only at 40%, then I'm giving 40%. And then, over time, definitely winning the World Championships this year. I don't quite know what the college season's going to look like if I'm wrestling or redshirting. I don't know what that's going to look like yet, but, I'm going to stick with that same small goal every day, be the best version of myself. And then, I don't know, this camp, Coach Jess has been talking about off-the-mat goals and finding your identity outside of sports, so I'm just going to continue with that because I think it's important. I'm going to be a physiology major at Iowa, and I'm hoping to learn a lot about how college academics work and how basically just like continue with my major. I'm really excited about that.
Well, thank you, and good luck at Iowa, and good luck at the U20 World Championships.
Thank you.
Thank you.